Hello there, Aries. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your reading for December 16th through 31st, 2019. I'm so glad to see you back if you are returning, and if this is your first time to the channel, thank you so much for joining and welcome. I do invite you to reach out, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoyed this content. First, a few quick notes before we get started, that this is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Aries out there. So if these messages do resonate with you, they are meant for you. If they don't resonate with you, don't worry it. Just kick it on out. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. This will mostly correspond with Aries Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs, and all Aries cross watchers are welcome to join as well. If you're interested in a personal reading or any information about the card decks that I use, all that information is below in the description box. So let's go ahead and get started. It is a dark, rainy, stormy night, so I'm so glad I'm inside. Oh my goodness, I hope y'all are doing really well and staying warm. There is so much going on in the astrology for the end of this year, and I can't believe that we're already there. So as I'm looking at the general astrology chart, boy, you can see all that pile up of Capricorn energy right there in the top. So Aries, you are being put on huge highlight right now with your 10th house. That is the Capricorn universal house for you. And all of that Capricorn is moving into that house of career, aspirations, higher ambitions, dreams, goals, achievement. So you are really feeling the push to get quite a bit done, not just at the end of this year particularly, but moving into January and a little bit throughout all of 2020. You're going to feel this because of Jupiter's presence in Capricorn for the whole year next year. So yeah, I would just say that that's going to be just a major inflow of energy. We have Venus moving into Aquarius on December the 20th, so that's going to shift out into your 11th house. That's going to make you feel more social, more vibrant, definitely more tapped into humanitarian causes and the mass consciousness. So be really good for you to get out there, do some good, help others, maybe do some charitable work and organizational stuff, because that's going to be a wonderful place. And wherever Venus is traveling is where we find love. It's where we find connection. So, you know, if you're single and you happen to be out there, you know, helping others and doing something good, you will align with other people that are also doing the same thing. And you'll say, hey, you know, maybe we can connect, go for coffee. You never know where that can go. Saturday the 21st is our winter solstice. That's when the sun moves into Capricorn as well. And of course that's going to join up with everything else already in your 10th house. So Aries, if you haven't found the career of your dreams yet and you're still looking for something that you really love, the chances are that you will either have that notice or you'll tap into exactly what it is that you really want to put your energy and your mind into. It is going to require patience because Capricorn is a slow-moving energy, which is very much in challenge to your Aries energy, which is like fast, go, now, wanted it yesterday. Capricorn just says, all right, Aries, I'm going to give it to you, but you got to wait, you got to work for it, you got to stick with it. And you're just like, oh man, I wanted it to happen faster. But don't worry, that, you know, it does pay off. Capricorn energy always pays off. And so stick with it, Aries. Don't give up. Don't get, you know, frustrated, because, you know, that's a big part of the learning curve that's happening for you right now. We are having a new moon in Capricorn along with a solar eclipse right around the 25th, 26th, so Christmas Day and the day after. Huge bunch of energy coming in as well. Then Mercury goes into Capricorn on the 28th. So at that point we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 planets all in Capricorn. It's a huge pile up. So that's why I say for you guys, it is all about career right now. It is all about those higher goals, ambitions, things that you just really want to get to and do, the mountains that you want to climb. Any kind of goals that you want to pursue. You might even have people at work pushing you into more responsibility or promotion, and it's like it's bringing along with it maybe more money, but it's also bringing more, you know, challenge, because it's like you're stepping into more of a responsible role. So it's like, oh man, it can be heavy. It can be a little heavy with all that Capricorn, because it really asks us and requires us to step up and to do more than we have in the past. So just hang in there, Aries. We're going to pull some cards. I'm going to see what's coming up for you. It's cute. We'll do a couple of just major themes here for this last couple weeks of December, and see what comes up for you. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Aries as we do the reading for December 16th through 31st, 2019. Please protect their energy as well as mine and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Woo! Feel it popping. Feel the energy going, Aries. Pure fire. All those square aspects. So Temperance comes right up. Sagittarius energy as we go through the last parts of the Sagittarius sun right now, which is very positive for you. This to me says that you are finding more balance. This is the time at the end of the year where you're really kind of looking back and you're seeing how resilient you truly are, because Temperance is always about, it's, you know, like tempering the steel, making it stronger, making things more flexible and resilient, but also tougher. So this is a big theme and a big pattern that you're going through right now. Let's pull a crystal card. We're going to see what comes up with that, because, you know, when you think about the planetary energy, all that Capricorn is creating a lot of squares. It's a 90-degree angle in your astrological chart. And so, Aries, you're getting a real kick from the universe, and it's not a bad one, you know. It can feel really like challenging, but what it's really doing is it's like it's lighting that fire, it's creating that friction. You just can't sit and do nothing with this. You've got to get up, you've got to get going, got to get moving, and it's very, very motivating for you right now. So it's not bad. Okay, so Teaptes came up as the gemstone and chakra center for you. This is about the heart chakra. It's about direction. And so that's why I say, like, if you haven't found, you know, your true calling, your true feeling of like, there's the job that I love, here's the life path or life purpose that I really feel, you know, strong and passionate about. This is saying that your heart is coming into this whole equation. It's not just about what makes logical sense always, or what your mind is telling you, Aries. This is a lot to do with your heart center leading you forward. So this is also a area that you should balance. And if you do any meditation or deep breathing, you know, work on that heart chakra so that you feel very in tune and balanced inside of what the heart really truly desires. So I'm going to pull a oracle card from the unicorn deck. I was like thinking which deck I'm going to use, and I think that, you know, the unicorn reminds me a little bit of Sagittarius and also a little bit of Capricorn, because it's horsey, but it also has that horn, like a Capricorn has those horns, and it's like, all right, so this is the perfect message deck to use. So let's see what this unicorn oracle is going to say for you right now, Aries. Oh, yes. So look at that. The healer card came up. It's a really beautiful card. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. So not for all Aries, but for some Aries, this is really going to connect. That your healing skills, your healing abilities, no matter what modality or form that takes, this could be really motivating you to step into your role and your life path as a healer, because there is so much energy pushing you to your true life path. So Aries, if you feel like you've been a healer, like you need to be a healer, that card is really, really speaking loudly to you right now. Okay, so I'm going to move Mr. Dragon over here. He is all decked out. I was singing, I said, oh dragony, warm me with your fire, because it is super cold out there right now. All right, so let's get into some tarot for you, Aries. I've got a really beautiful new deck that I'm working with today. This is a animal-based tarot called the Spirit Song Tarot. So it's like all of them, it's like it's the tarot's basic setup, but all of them have a specific animal spirit that's associated. So I cannot wait to see what comes up for you. All right, Spirit. So Aries, December 16th through 31st. Let's get into their messages and their story. Okay, ooh, so wow, I like all of this so far. Okay, so Aries, right in the center, look at this. You're bringing up the Star card with the swan energy of peace and healing. The Star card is all about, you know, has Aquarius energy very strongly. So, you know, that swan to me as well is about the soul and about healing in the soul and peace and balance. But it definitely hasn't come without a lot of work and a lot of effort. So let me go ahead. I'm going to clarify this card with the Rider-Waite Tarot just to get some extra messages around this one. Yes, and definitely, Aries, this is crossed by that Five of Pentacles. So you have had to work through a lot of feelings of being left out in the cold, not accepted, fears of not being, you know, of rejection, things like that. So to me, you know, with that star energy, it's like you're really working right now on making your way back to center. If you have been rejected, it's time to open that door up again. Spirit isn't really locking you out. You just have to walk around the side, you know, because there's always a door on the side of that temple. So going into your immediate past, we have the Hanged Man with the Praying Mantis. This is patience and perspective. So you've definitely been going through, you know, some things that have required you to be patient, required you to be, you know, grounded and balanced, and also to just, you know, kind of hang in there between two phases of your life, because one phase isn't completely closed and the other one hasn't completely begun. And that energy is with us definitely right now as we're closing up, you know, the year of 2019, because it's like we're going from one phase to the next. And so again, like I said, with that Capricorn energy for you, Aries, this is requiring patience from you. So don't give up. It's definitely worth the wait. And then look at that. See, this is where you're going. This is where you're coming from and where you're going to. So that 10 of Pentacles, you really are working on building something fulfilling. And this, again, is very earthy energy, just like all that Capricorn that we're being inundated with right now. So this tells me it is about patience. It is about, you know, taking one step at a time, not rushing too fast, because good things come to those who wait. So let's go into the immediate future. Here is that Four of Crystals with the little otter, and it's all about control and security, but this Four of Crystals is the same as Pentacles, so this does tell me that there is a little bit of a fear from you. There's a little bit of concern, and you might be really holding on very tightly to your resources or to whatever you have, because you're just very concerned that you won't have more. So let's look into a clarifier card to see what comes up around him. Right, because you're feeling kind of stuck, Aries, and a lot of this is going on in your mental body. That's really happening in the mind, because that Eight of Swords is crossing that Four of Crystals. So to me, this is all about you needing to release, to let go, to be willing to release yourself from that mental bondage, because as we can see, she's got those, you know, those ties on her, but those swords are right there. She could easily back up against that sword. You know, her feet aren't tied and she could cut through that and get right out. So Aries, in your near future, as we go through this next couple weeks, I really want you to, think about where maybe, you're worrying yourself or, freaking out a little bit unnecessarily. And it's like, release yourself from the mental bondage, release yourself from that feeling of being stuck, because that is definitely going on right now. That's like you're feeling that, maybe you can't get out of it. Maybe you're stuck. Maybe you just got to hang on for dear life. And that's not the way the universe wants you to feel at all. So let's look at the messages coming through from your subconscious. That's going to be that Hermit card, and look at that with the koala and the tree. Contemplation and wisdom. So this is a time of deep healing for you from your soul, from the inside out. Make time for yourself. Don't be afraid to, say to people, I know I can't go out tonight. I need time to myself. The Hermit is always looking for that deep inner truth. And look at that. There's your own energy coming in from Spirit, standing in your power. I always say that's like putting that stick in the ground and saying, I'm done, I'm fed up. Anything that I've been putting up with that has not been good for me, I'm going to, move past that. I'm going to stand strong. I'm going to recreate my life and my resources. This is tapping back into creation, into spirit. So take some time for yourself, Aries, and really step back into your power. Take that fiery energy that's coming in. And then on the top, we've got that Four of Acorns, and this is the Four of Wands. Very, very beautiful energy. For many readers, this is a soulmate twin flame kind of card, because in the traditional deck it shows those staffs in the ground and looks like an 1111, but this is about comfort, about community, about a solid home. So Spirit is really telling you, it's like you might be worried about that Four of Pentacles and worried and like holding on real tight to your money, but that message from Spirit is that Aries, things are a lot better maybe than you think, and they're right around the corner. They could really be improving. So pull into your sense of community, pull into the sense of, togetherness that you have around you, because that can really give you that base of support that you really feel that you need right now. Yes, and look at that, Queen of Swords crossing that Four of Wands. That is like, cutting out anything that isn't working for you, that's using your mind as well as your intuition when it comes to creating a greater base of support. And Spirit really wants you to know that it's like, it's fine to cut out things from your life that aren't in harmony, that aren't best for your balance, and it's okay. You're in a transformational cycle right now. So let's pull some more messages. Ooh, so let's look at this, Aries. My goodness. So the 7, the Chariot, discipline, determination. There's the Rhino making his way up the hill there. So to me, of course, this is forward movement. This is learning. This is Cancer energy. So it's a nurturing energy as well, making sure to take good care of yourself. Along with that Hermit on that subconscious card, I really feel that Spirit is trying to catch your attention and saying, Aries, make sure to take good care of yourself as you make this journey, because that's the best approach for you right now. And look at that, another ace came out, Ace of Swords. A lot of strong sword energy going on here, Aries, where you're really, Spirit is cutting through any of the cloudiness, any of the mental fog, really showing you the truth behind the curtain. That to me always comes in with that Ace of Swords, because it's mental clarity, higher mental consciousness and evolvement. So that's what you're really working towards. You're working towards a very, clear direction, a clear motivation. If you feel a little cloudy or a little like, I'm not sure where I'm going right now, Aries, just ask Spirit to help you, because they're really right there, and we have free will, so we have to ask them. So here we go. 5 of Acorns. This is challenge. This is growth. To me, that's always that tussle card. It's that 5 of Wands going on here. So, like that roaring leopard, you might just feel like, I gotta yell, I gotta get my feelings out. If somebody's been on my nerves, I'm not going to put up with it anymore. Don't be afraid to speak up, Aries. Don't be afraid to distance or pull or push back or say, you know what? I'm not playing that game with you. If you aren't feeling it, you aren't feeling it. Yeah, and look at that, Knight of Wands. So yeah, Aries, to me, this is what Spirit really wants you to know about your current situation. So lots of fire coming in there. 5 of Wands, Knight of Wands. To me, this is intensity. This is movement forward. And anything that's not working for you, if you've been in conflict with a certain person, situation, coworker, I'm really feeling coworker for a lot of Aries right now. It's like you're just like, I'm done. I'm gonna roar. And you know how it is. Once an Aries gets their shout on, once they let that fire out, you don't keep grudges. You get it out and then you move on and you just keep going, just like that Knight of Wands. He's going to keep on going. And look at this, another ace. You've got the Ace of Shells, and the shells are the same as the cups in this. So you've got this Ace of Cups here with the beautiful sea turtle on top of that, which is all that connection with intuition and your emotional life. So happiness, abundance. This is really your hopes and fears position. So there's a part of you, Aries, that you're kind of like, oh, am I going to get the happiness? Am I going to get the, you know, the spiritual gifts and the blessing? Part of you is really nervous that won't happen. And then the other part of you is really hoping that it does. So let's clarify that card real quick for you. Oh, and Aries, wow. So for some of you out there, absolutely, of course, this is general, so it's not going to be all of you, but for a lot of Aries, this is about love, and you're really hoping for, I'm feeling reconciliation. For a lot of Aries, it's not going to be for all, but for those of you that it is a reconciliation or a relationship that's been in a lot of challenge or trial, ooh, it's like this is what you're really hoping for and working towards. So Aries, take it one step at a time. I always feel that when the Ace of Cups comes up that the reading is very blessed. The Lovers is all, you know, not just about romantic relationships, but it's about the decisions that we make inside of them. It's about communication. This is a Gemini energy card. So communication is very key. You know, don't be afraid to be honest, to be open. You know, even if it's like tough emotions, it's like you've got to get them out. You've got to be true to yourself. Then we've got the Nine of Cups. There's that beautiful little penguin, gratitude, fulfillment. I always see penguins as also being very soulmate, very family connected and oriented. So to me, that's a lot of wish fulfillment and abundance coming in on the outcome card there. So let's get a clarifier for him. Yes, and look, the Hanged Man came up again, Aries. So this card has come through twice. Major Arcana. To me, this is about you are working, you're in the process. This feels like you're very much in the process of working towards that abundance, that wish fulfillment. Spirit is on your side with this too because of all those aces. You got 3 aces in this reading, so very, very strong. You know, Spirit's really coming through for you. I believe it's absolutely there, but you've really got to learn this lesson of, you know, patience and, you know, taking your time and sowing the seeds and watering the plant and waiting for it to grow, because it's not just going to happen overnight. Right now, you're very much in a time between times. It's not quite, you know, you're not quite to the next phase and you're not quite done with the current one. So just hang in there with this, Aries. Literally the Hanged Man, you got to hang in there. But I believe that the enlightenment is coming. So let's get a final card of affirmation for you. Oh, and look at this. That makes so much sense. A card of security, a fine abode, but will it be a home or penitentiary? So Aries, it's all about the home. It's all about the house. That Four of Wands that came through from Spirit. It's like, this is about, yeah, it is the choice. Are you going to have a home, or is it going to feel like a trap? And so for you, it's all about bringing that together, you know, creating a healthy home, a healthy base. Don't rush the process, Aries. You've got to make sure that your foundation is secure. Don't get stuck in worry and anxiety, because that's going to, you know, make things more cloudy and more difficult to get to the bottom of. But absolutely, it's all about this. It came up from the very center of feeling like you need your security, you need your grounding, but not at the cost of feeling stuck. So Aries, this has been your reading for this last 2 weeks of December. I will be back very soon. We'll be doing overviews for 2020 and all kinds of good stuff coming up. So I'll see you very soon. Take care.